guys, I'm back. I'm here with Maisie. I haven't shown her in a while, but she's been here, and I absolutely love this baby, and I love looking at her. Especially, she is an incredibly stunning reborn. She's done by an artist from Russia named Maria Silukova. Cannot find her anywhere. I know a lot of you guys have asked who her artist is, where you can find her. I have no idea. I got her secondhand from a lovely lady, Nicole, on Dolphin. She's Nishi on Dolphin, Nischi. She is a great collector to buy from. She has stunning babies in her collection, and she takes like pristine care of them. So that's like the ideal collector you want to buy from. Yeah, I thought I would change her actually into a new outfit. She's been in this tea collection outfit for a while. And Maisie has really been more of like a display baby for me. I think part of it is she has this like stunningly gorgeous rooted hair. If you guys can see that. It is like, so, it's the best rooted hair baby I have in my nursery. It's just incredible. It's just absolutely beautiful. So she's really, really gorgeous. I love her to pieces. I'm so lucky to have her in my nursery. She's not going anywhere, not for sale. So I just want to make sure everyone knows that. And I wanted to change her actually. I thought it'd be fun, given that it's springtime, to change her into this like soft pink outfit. This is Little Me, but I think it is actually, it's a 3-month size. And Maisie normally wears 6 months, but I think Little Me runs pretty big. So I think this is going to fit her just fine. So I'm going to try it on her. She technically is supposed to be able to wear 3-month size clothing. Her seller, Nicole, had told me she wore 3 months, but then I felt like 3 months could fit her, but it was a little snug. So this particular one that she's wearing right now from Tea Collection is a 3 to 6 month size clothes. And I'm going to change her, and then we'll do a little bit of a chat. I feel like I get a lot of there are a lot of people who have recently subscribed to my channel who I think are fairly new to reborns just in general. So for those of you guys who've been in the hobby for a while, this might not be as interesting of a video for you, but I thought it'd be good just to maybe kind of do like talk about reborns. And it's like Reborns 101, and almost like a guide to getting your first reborn, or as you get into this hobby, just talking about some different things. So so first of all, I will say that one question I often get is like, where do you get reborns? Where can you buy these babies? I think that there are a few places that I always recommend. eBay is the most common place to find reborns. You just type in reborn baby. And I do, and I think the hard thing is on eBay, there are so many there's so many dolls, manufactured dolls from China that will come up in your search. So it can be hard to actually find the real reborns from the ones that are just the manufactured dolls from China. So I think a lot of people will sort from the highest price and then go from there. Is kind of one way, but there are real authentic reborns, maybe Boo Boo babies or secondhand dolls that do go for a low price on eBay sometimes. And so, but it could be a lot to sort through. I think another way to find reborns is to join reborn Facebook groups. There are a lot of groups out there, and if you join, and there are a lot of groups where you can buy and sell. And the process of buying and selling, this fits her perfectly. Oh, this is so cute on her. I love it. The process of buying and selling reborns, that's a whole video topic in and of itself. But yeah, reborn Facebook groups. I would join Dollfan. It's doll-fan.com. And it's a $20 a year membership, but you can find, they have a reborns for sale section where it's mostly collectors selling their babies from their collection. You can find great deals on dolls that way. This is how I got Maisie. And then there's another website called Rebornscom, and and that's only artist created dolls. So that's a great place to find reborns, especially at a more of a moderate or lower price point. They have a lot of dolls on there between $200 and $400, or even like $150 and up, depending on the artist. And so I think the more seasoned like master artists don't tend to sell on reborns.com from what I've seen. Most of them sell on eBay or through Facebook. So what you want to do is just start to get to know like who are the artists out there. If there's an artist whose work you admire, go ahead and follow them on Facebook and see when they have new dolls for sale, or if there's an artist you really like, contact them and see if they'll do a custom order. So I think that's what I would definitely recommend, in terms of like finding, find how to find reborn dolls. And so some of you guys, I've gotten a lot of people messaging me wanting to do a custom order, and they just have like absolutely no idea where to start, no idea what they're looking for. So I think the things you want to think about is like, what size of reborn baby do you want? Maisie here is a large baby. She's like, do you want a bigger baby like Maisie, who, who can probably have more clothing options? Like she can wear, this is 3 months, but she can also wear, she normally wears like 6 months, for example, if it's Carter brand, just depending on the brand, either 3 or 6 months. Or do you prefer more of a newborn size? Do you like preemies? The preemies are really very sweet, but the clothing is so expensive and it's very hard to find, so that's a factor. Do you like open eyes or closed eyes? Do you prefer rooted hair, or do you like painted hair, or do you like a bald baby? And then also, do you want a boy or a girl? And so there are a number of different options with regards to the kits. Some of the kits, like Maisie's a full limbed kit, so she has arms, and what that means is like the vinyl of the arms goes all the way to the top, to basically the shoulder, whereas a 3/4 limbed baby would have the vinyl limbs stopping kind of right here, and then the little shoulder cap would be cloth. So then what that means is that you can't really put tank tops on that doll. So most people do prefer full limbed babies, but the nice thing about the 3/4 limb babies is that they are extra cuddly, because you just have that little bit of extra cloth here and then here at the upper thigh. It just makes the baby a little bit more posable and a little bit more cuddly. So that is definitely something to factor in. For me, I actually don't mind the 3/4 limb babies if the baby has a really cute face. So that's just me. But I think generally, most collectors like to have full limbs, so it's just something to think about. And the cost of the doll, like when you're trying to figure out which kit you want, if it's a more limited edition kit like Maisie, those dolls are going to run a lot more expensive. And even buying a limited edition kit is sometimes a process of itself. Like this kit, I believe probably retailed for $140 maybe, but then because it was limited and it sold out so quickly, even the blank kit on the secondary market I've seen go for like $500 plus. So it's crazy. So I have seen that be the case with some of the more limited edition kits. So and then Bountiful Baby is the least expensive supplier of kits. The quality of the kits is fantastic. So it's just that the sculpts are not limited edition, so they can afford to sell them at a lower price. And therefore the artists can usually pass on that price savings to you. So I charge less for my Bountiful Baby custom orders than for a custom order using a limited edition kit, because I have to factor in the kit cost, as an artist when I'm trying to quote my final price. So that's something to keep in mind as well, when you're trying to figure out like which kind of baby do you even want. Now, I've only been talking about reborns at this point, so silicones is a whole nother discussion. People usually, I feel like I get a very common question on like, how much do these babies cost? How much are, or even like if I'm just showing a doll. And I think it's honestly a little bit rude for somebody to just be like, how much? And, assume you're selling the doll when you're not even wanting to sell the doll. But, I would say that vinyl reborns tend to start, like, I'd say if it's more of a beginner or could be a boo-boo baby or something like that, I think they generally tend to start at 200 and up. And, most of the vinyl reborns, you can usually find a pretty nice baby, kind of in the, say, 300 to 600 range. But then there are some vinyl reborns that can go for 2,000 and up. I think I saw one recently that sold for like 3,500. And in the past, there was a doll by Helen Jelen. She does a lot of prototypes, and she's a really world-renowned artist. There's a doll of hers that I really liked, and it sold for $5,000. So no, I did not buy that doll, but it was definitely something that I was like, oh, I was definitely bummed that I um, couldn't afford that doll. But the vinyl reborn prices can vary. But I think you'll find, you know, for you can find a decent doll for under 1,000, but it could be it's usually going to be at least several $100s. And if you want rooted hair, that tends to cost more because rooted hair takes a long time to do, so it's just also something to keep in mind. You can either do a custom order with an artist and just know the process can take a few months, um, or you can do painted hair. Sorry, or you can buy a complete ready-made doll. I think for me, I get a lot of people asking if I have ready-made dolls for sale, and the only one I've had recently even is Charlie, because most of my dolls that I paint have been custom orders for other people. So that's another consideration. Silicone babies, let's talk about that. There are cloth body silicones and full body silicones. The cloth body silicones, and shoot, I don't have a silicone near me to show you guys, but they're just like the vinyl reborns in that they have the cloth body, then their limbs and their head and their legs are silicone. Those dolls seem to generally run 1,500 to 3,000, let's say, roughly, seems to be the going price. I know that Millie, from my collection, who will have a new boy name soon, is from Sandy Faber, and I paid 3,000 for her. So she was on the upper end of that spectrum, but it is possible to find cloth-bodied silicones for less. I just feel like I'm not seeing them as often anymore because collectors seem like they want, if they're going to shop for silicone, a lot of them seem to want full-body silicones. The full-body silicones really seem to range in price from generally speaking, say like 3,000 or 3,200, up to up to 10,000, 15,000 plus, depending on the doll. There are some artists who seem to who can even get higher than that, like Romy Stridham, and I saw one of her dolls sold for 24,000. I think that might be the most expensive that I've seen. And you guys are probably listening. Those of you who are new to the hobby are probably listening to these prices, thinking, okay, that's completely crazy. Like, that's a car. Like, why would anybody spend that on a doll? And it's a really good question. These dolls are works of art. I think for a lot of us, we don't see them as just dolls. We see them as our babies, or that we because they look so realistic. It's so easy to treat them like a real baby and to think of them like a real baby in a lot of ways. And so, I think that's the reason people are willing to pay a high price. I've had different people message me. There are some women out there who cannot have children and for whom adoption's not an option, for whatever reason. And these dolls can really provide satisfy some of those maternal instincts. And I think for that, we are willing to pay more. For some of these dolls, we just are. Or maybe our kids are grown, or we're empty nesters or whatnot. And there's so many reasons that we collect. Some of us just love dolls. I just love dolls. But yeah, we all collect for different reasons. But yeah, the prices can get really high. So, and then with silicones, you can either do a custom order direct from the artist, or if a doll is sold as a blank kit, you can do a custom order with a silicone artist, have them paint the kit for you. But I've always bought most of my silicone babies. Let me think about that. Noah, who is my Gabigail, is one of those dolls direct from Claire Taylor. I bought that one secondhand. And then my Andrea Arcello babies, I've mostly bought directly from Andrea, except for Maggie, who I bought secondhand from Dolphin as well. And of course Olivia and Melina. So those two were also secondhand babies. You can find good deals on silicone dolls on Dolphin, or just secondhand in general. And especially as there are new innovations that happen, like some of the older silicone dolls can sell for a steep discount from the original price. You guys may remember when I sold Maisie, She was a doll that, you know, I got for a few $100s and sold for a few $100s. And she was actually, I think her original price was $2,000. So, so back in, you know, 10 years ago when she was sold, that was her price. And so she was and she's a cloth body silicone. So things have definitely changed a lot with this hobby. There's new mediums, new advances and innovations in mediums. But I think at the end of the day, regardless of how much you choose to spend on a realistic baby doll, and the choice is really yours. There's so many different options to choose from. There are Paradise Galleries dolls and Ashton Drake dolls that are manufactured babies that are not the artist babies. They're not one of a kind, but they can be an affordable option for you if these reborn and silicone prices are just too high. Definitely check out Paradise Galleries. You can usually find a 20% off coupon, and so you can get a doll for about $80. And Ashton Drake dolls are typically about 120 to $150, and their silicone dolls, which are cloth body silicone dolls, are about 200 to 220, something like that, plus shipping. So you can find dolls at all different price points. But anyway, I do hope that that is helpful in terms of at least understanding where to get these dolls and a little bit of why we collect. I just think this is a fun hobby. It's really, really fun to like go to a store and buy baby clothes. Their baby clothes are so cute. And to know your doll can like wear it forever, like they're not going to outgrow it. By the way, I have to show you guys this ruffle on the back of Maisie. It is so cute. Look at that little black bow. This is just an adorable. I love this on her. So cute. She was really due for an outfit change, so I'm really glad I got a chance to change her. So yeah, I'm trying to kind of spread the love in my nursery and give all the different babies like airtime when I can. And I'm still really enjoying all my silicone dolls too, but I wanted to make sure I was showing you guys my reborns on a regular basis just because it had been a while. So anyway, I hope this video was helpful. If you guys have any other tips for new collectors, you know, please leave your thoughts in the comments below. And, you know, I just thought it'd be helpful just to do a video like this, just to talk, you know, in general about the hobby, because I think we assume that all of us know this information, but some of us are new to the hobby, just discovering these dolls for the first time, and are like wowed and overwhelmed on where to even start. So, and for those of you guys who don't know this, I am, I do, you know, I am a reborn artist as well. My Facebook page is Littlefoot Nursery. You can find photos of my work there, and you can just message me there if you'd like, if you'd be interested in having me paint you a doll. I did not paint this one though, so just make sure you are kind of seeing pictures of my own work before you decide to commission me for a custom. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. It was so fun. It's always so fun to spend time with you guys and to chat. I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.